Hey everybody, John Grimsmo here. I'm actually going to put this video up today, which I almost never do. Decided to go for a nice walk out in this beautiful country lane. I mean, look at this place. It's absolute paradise. Vineyard over there, orchard over there, pears, vineyard right beside me. So I wanted to give you guys an update on what we've been up to all summer. Straight from my mouth today, not from my edited videos, which get posted at all different times and usually a lot after the fact. So, we have had an extremely busy summer. At the present moment, I forget what videos we've put up, but I know I have a lot more coming up. I've been filming all summer. So we have moved out of our garage workshop here at the house. We've moved into a proper industrial workshop in town, in the kind of industrial section there. We've been there for just over 2 months now. We're completely moved in. We've got all of our Tormac equipment in there. We got some new equipment in there, and we're having an absolute blast. We're just starting to get productive finally, which is nice. It's been 2 months of not getting a lot of work done, but it's the process we needed to go through for growth, and it's been a lot of fun. So, update. I have a lot of videos coming up which explain in great detail, in my classic fashion, of what we've been up to. I mean, we spent the entire month of July cleaning and painting this new shop. It was a gross, dirty machine shop before, and now it's a beautiful facility. Painted, epoxy painted floors. We painted the walls white. I mean, we got some stuff powder coated yellow to match the yellow railings that are in the place, and it's a beautiful place now. Need a bit more lighting, but it's really nice to go there. It's air conditioned and it's just fantastic. So yeah, it's been a really busy, fun summer. Wish we could have made more income, but making products all summer instead of just spending money. But that's okay, because it's all going to pay off. I mean, some people, start following us and just start halfway through our process and are like, wow, they're so successful, I wish I could be like them one day. Well, for those of you who have watched our videos from the beginning, I mean like the beginning, not Knife Making Tuesday #1, but before that, it's been a long road. I mean, I've been at knife stuff for about 4 years, and even at the beginning, the first few years were nothing, just all work, no income, not much. It's a long road to get to success, and I still don't consider myself an absolute success yet. There's a lot of steps I want to take to get to the next level, but I've certainly reached a certain level of success, and I absolutely love it. It's wonderful. But it's a long road. You got to work it. You got to put in your time. I mean, 10,000 hours is what some people say to be an expert at something, and I might be there. I think 10,000 hours is like 7 years of 8-hour days. I think I calculated that. Anyway, I'm rambling. What did I want to say? The videos will show what we've been going on, what we've been up to all summer. I have the order of the videos is going to be a little bit weird because I want to show some stuff before posting other stuff, and like I want to show videos from the new shop now, and then you're going to see videos from the old shop because I have them, and I can't do everything in order, otherwise we're just going to be so far behind, and you guys aren't going to see the new shop for quite a while. So I'm just going to throw a bunch of stuff. I think I've got like probably 8 or 9 videos almost ready to go up, so that's going to be fun. I got some lathe videos, some Tormac mill videos. I went to Tormac for their open house on August 1st. That was an amazing experience. John Saunders and we gave a wonderful talk. I gave 2 talks, one about knife making, and Saunders and I did a using Tormac machinery for small businesses, and I think we nailed that. Tormac actually has the 50-minute version of our 45-minute talk on their YouTube channel, which I haven't watched through again, but I kind of remember what I said. But yeah, I need to put up my Tormac video because I filmed a lot while I was there, and I filmed a lot of thoughts in the car before and after. and I really enjoyed that trip. It was really good. I hope I can go back next year as well. Met a lot of really sweet people there, like wonderful entrepreneurial people who just want to make a difference and want to improve their lives by working for themselves, or at least just making stuff. I mean, I'm a maker. I don't really consider myself a maker per se, because I think like 3D printing and all that stuff, and I'm not really into that. I'm into manufacturing. Man, it's nice out here. But yeah, so the Tormac trip was awesome. I guess it's time I talk about my new little toy. If you're following me on Instagram, you know Instagram is my current up-to-date blog, whatever you call it. So we have invested in a 2014 Moriseiki Dura Vertical 5100 milling machine, which is the bee's knees. I've loved my Tormac. It's gotten me here for the past 3.5 years. I have zero regrets for getting that machine. But it's time to grow up a little bit, and to get to the next level of manufacturing, I felt the need to step it up big time, because I have some big plans in mind that I want to do. So I mean, I could do a 30-minute rant about this machine and why I chose it over other machines and why I felt the need to do it and all that, and maybe I will one day. Ranting is kind of fun for those of you who like to just listen. But I've had it now in my shop for a week and a half, I think, almost 2 weeks, and I've gotten to play with it. I've made one part with it, just a random little piece of aluminum, but I mean, I'm thrilled to say that the machine has completely exceeded my expectations. It's blown me away. And I'm the kind of guy that stays up till 3 a.m. every night researching before buying something like this. So my expectations were like sky high, and they're blown away. And I got goosebumps just thinking about how excited I am to have this new toy to play with. Yeah, it's top of the line. I mean, there are a few machines obviously that are more expensive and more accurate and all that, but pointlessly so for what we're doing. Even this Mori is completely overkill for making knives, but they're going to be perfect. So anyway, maybe I'll get into that later. Obviously still going to use the Tormac mill, and Tormac lathe will be all of our round stuff production. The Tormac mill will now be more like quick and dirty R&D stuff. I'm finally going to put Tormac's Path Pilot controller on there and change up my fixturing a little bit so that it's more versatile, more easy to just throw stuff on there and do a little one-offs, because that's what I want the Tormac to be for, whereas the Mori will be more production and just high quality awesome parts all day. Alright, what else? Yeah, you'll see a lot of this stuff in the upcoming videos, but we got a new air compressor. We got a Kaiser Air Tower rotary screw compressor. It's fantastic. It's louder than I thought it was going to be. You know, once again, I had really high hopes for it, and it is louder than I thought it was going to be, so I'm kind of disappointed with that. But the difference is, my old compressor, which was like crazy loud, ran for 2 to 4 minutes depending, and then would be off for so long and run again, whereas the Kaiser runs for 10 to 19 seconds at a time. So that's pretty awesome. When it's on and you're in a conversation, it's not so loud that you can't talk over it, whereas the other one you just have to like, okay, we'll just wait for a couple minutes and then keep talking. And Eric and I are always gabbing away. But with the new one, at like 10 to 19 seconds of on time, we're just like, oh, well, we'll just talk louder for a couple seconds and then it'll be over. So it's not a big deal. But I'm a little disappointed at the decibel level. I thought it was quieter. I thought it was going to be quieter. What else? Knife-wise, if you're looking to get a knife from us, we've been making a few Norsemen all summer, trying to keep the Tormac a little bit busy, but we're so busy with the move and with painting and cleaning and moving and setting up and all that stuff that we just haven't made much. So a few knives have gone up on the website, and we've got a few more. Like I just made a pallet of handles a couple days ago. We've got a bunch of blades from before. We've got some stuff that we're going to trickle out, but not to the volume that we want to yet. Wait till that Mori gets up and running and we get our fixtures all set up and everything. It's going to be a whole new ball game, guys. What else? Yeah, so I mean, if you want to get a knife from us, if you want to get a Norseman, right now the only way is to stalk the website and wait until we put one up. And there's not going to be that many. I'm just sorry, just not yet. In other news, our new knife, the Rask. Now I gotta say, I did a promotional video for the Rask, like, to get in orders. I forget if I made that public or just private to my newsletter guys. I think it was just private, so publicly you guys might not even know about it. Anyway, we have a new knife. I'll show you right here. I haven't really talked about it much on Instagram or anything like that. It's awesome. This is gonna be our new baby, the Rask, and we're going to be putting this into production on the Mori very soon. I just got my Mori training yesterday. It's like mind-blowing 9-10 hours of intense training on going through every single menu on the machine and like how to do this and what happens if this and how do you stop it and how do you start it again and just everything. I was like blown. So I practically fell right asleep once I got home just from information overload. You know, I love to learn, but I'm not a classroom guy. And to have the tech come in and just like blast me with information straight for 9 hours was kind of intense. But it was great. That's exactly what I needed. I feel totally comfortable with the machine now. And so then on Monday when I go in, I'm still going to play around with it a bit. I'm going to make some dinky little pointless parts just to get myself comfortable with everything. And then Rask production starts this week. So we've taken a whole bunch of orders for the Rask. Spots are still open. Yeah, that video is public, isn't it? Yeah, look, about 5-10 videos back from June, July, or something like that. So we are still taking some orders for that. Contact me through the link in the video if you're interested in getting in on that. And then, man, once we get these rocking, they're just gonna fly. They're gonna be so awesome. So that's very exciting. Losing track of what I wanted to talk about. It's hard when it's so nice and peaceful out here. I just want to sit and think, not talk. Let's see what else. I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you want to know about me, about us? What do you want to hear me say? You know, what can I tell you? Let me know in the comments. Be happy to share. I'm finally starting to try to keep up on the comments. I've been so guilty about that. I have actual guilt that I can't keep up with my emails and with my comments, but I'm making a big concerted effort to do that. So let me know in the comments. I will read it. I will respond if it needs a response. And I want to, for one thing, I want to start doing more of these kind of monologue videos. I want to become a better presenter. I've been reading a lot lately. For the past 2 years, I've been on this kind of self-improvement, motivational, inspirational kick, and kind of reorganizing my life so that time is important, etc., etc. I'm kind of fried today from the training yesterday, so I'm not thinking so clearly, but so certain things will become very important to me, like customer attention and dealing with my emails and my comments. So let me know if you do want to see me or hear me talk about something or explain something or show something or whatever. If you see something we keep glaring over and you're like, hey, I want to know about that, let me know. It's not that difficult for me to shoot a video about something specific, so let me know and I'll see what I can do. Because obviously, I mean, these videos are for you guys, and I have to remind myself that. Like, it's so easy for me to do my work and grab the camera and come along and just say, like, here's what we're doing, let's do it, you know, I'll just show you guys what I'm doing. But that's not as attentive as I could be to you guys. You know, that's just bringing you along, which is cool. But if I can teach you guys and show you more specific things about what I do and why I'm doing it, that's probably more helpful to you guys. I mean, there's a huge percentage of you out there that are just watching our videos because it's cool. No real reason. You're not going to buy our stuff. You're not going to do what we do. You just think it's cool, and that is awesome. But those of you who want to do similar things to what we're doing, you want to become a knife maker, a machinist, a small business owner, any of those things, if there's any way I can help or make a silly little video that just explains something, I'm happy to do it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing these videos. I see we're at 15 minutes already. I didn't want to drag it on too much, but I don't know. When you get talking, it's easy to talk, and I want to try to be better about not rambling and about being a little bit more focused and on topic, while still being helpful and getting my point across. Because it's funny, like my wife's family always teases me that I'm so quiet, and then my wife's like, do you know him? He won't stop talking at home. It's just out in public he's kind of quiet. So it's like me on video. This is me at home, me being by myself. I don't think of the thousands of people that are watching this video. I just think me sharing to a broad anybody. Like I have a global image of a entity that I'm talking to right now, which is really just a lens in the camera. But I have to remind myself that there are humans behind that camera lens, and they have desires and needs, and they want to see certain things from me, and I want to learn how to deliver that message. I don't know, rambling. Anyway, I took the kids to the library this morning, and I looked through all the books, and now that I'm becoming more of a reader and an autodidact, teaching yourself how to do things, I picked up a book on how to speak like a leader, and just flipping through it. I want to read more books, so I was like, sure, I want to speak more like a leader. I want to, I don't do speeches, although I did do the one for Tormac last month, and it was great. But honestly, I didn't prepare for that. I had a 12-hour drive there, so I prepared in my head, but I didn't take notes or write speeches or anything like that. John and I just stood up there and talked, and it was great. But I realized when picking up this book, I'm looking at it, how to speak like a leader. Well, I want to be a leader for my business, my company, lead my brother to do better things, lead myself, lead my family, my kids to do better things. But in a sense, I'm a leader for you guys, and I need to communicate better and be able to communicate myself and my thoughts and my message, whatever, to you guys. So anything I can do to improve that is going to make all of our lives better. So I picked up this book, I started reading through it, and it's good stuff. I need to know this stuff. I could easily ramble for another hour. I'm literally just doing circles out here in the orchard. I don't know. I like to talk. Not in public. Not to in groups of big friends and stuff. When there's too many people, I shrink down. But when I'm in front of the camera or in front of a bunch of people, or especially one-on-one, it's easy. You just blurt out whatever's on your mind. And I'm a thinker. I have a lot on my mind. It's not all good, but it's here. And I'm realizing that time and value of time is one of the most important things in life. And if this video is not benefiting you in any way, please feel free to stop right now, because I'm wasting your time. That's okay. I have zero bad feelings about that. But it's like last night, okay, for the past 2 years, I've made an effort to wake up at 5 a.m. because one of my mentors, Bob Senk, some of you know him, he's a great guy. He mentored me for a few months, and then we parted ways, but I do not forget the impact he had on me. He told me about this guy, Hal Elrod, who wrote a book called The Miracle Morning. And I've never talked about this, and I really should, because it's freaking fantastic. It's that book and Bob started the catalyst for my self-improvement mission, which started almost 2 years ago. But the basis is, it's called The Miracle Morning. The theory is, go to bed early, wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, no matter what. Get into the habit of that. And in the first hour of your day, Hal says, work on these 6 things. And let's see if I can remember them all. You break up your first hour into 6 chunks. So it's like meditating, affirmations, journaling, reading, exercise, and visualization. And I've been doing that most mornings for the past 2 years. And because I'm also on a little bit of a lean kick, a lean manufacturing kick, I've learned how to whittle things down. So I've whittled that down to find out the things that matter the most to me. Like, I wrote off my list of affirmations, and I read them to myself every morning. And when you read the same thing over and over again, it gets boring and it doesn't matter as much. You know it. So you're supposed to change that up, but whatever. I didn't really feel that was too much. Meditating, I'm not really much of a sit for 5 to 10 minutes and think of nothing kind of guy. I heard Tony Robbins say the same thing, and I'm like, yes, I get it. I can't really do that. I do it a little bit, and I can clear my head and just focus a little bit better, and that's good. But journaling, I've found to really enjoy journaling. And I do that every morning now. And when I don't do it, I feel bad because I know that it helps to clear my head and to get me on track for what I want to do. So journaling is pretty awesome. Exercise, I've been exercising on and off for the past 2 years. And the past month or two, I've been really taking it hardcore. And I love it. I feel stronger. I have like pecs now that I didn't have before. And I have more defined abs. And it's like, I feel good about it. You know, I want to feel invincible. I've always been this tall, skinny, weak kid. 32 years old now. I want to be that. I don't quite want to be Wolverine kind of strong, but at least I want to feel like that, you know? I don't know. And whenever I work out in the mornings, I always work out in the mornings too. For me anyway, because otherwise you forget. You save till the end of the day. You're too tired. You're not going to do it. I try to work out between 6 and 7 in the morning after waking up at 5, and it's done. Like 15, 30 minutes, whatever your routine is. And then it's done. And I always have a better day after I work out. Because it's like you're pumped. Like, yes, I've already gotten up super early. I've already worked out. My endorphins, my testosterone, all that stuff's going. And I'm excited for the day. And I always have a better day when I work out. The days that I skip my workout, I'm like, you know, kind of just going through the day. Like, you let things get you down better or more often. And it's easier to have a crappy day. So I'm starting to notice these little things that I can do for my day that take me from a normal day to a freaking awesome day. And I got goosebumps just saying that, because you know when you have a great day. And why wouldn't you want every day of your life to be a great day? So, like I said, I've been on this self-improvement kick for the past couple of years, reading books like Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek and all the other ones he's got. Reading other books, blogs, following people on Instagram. Instagram's fantastic. I follow a few of the motivational post kind of guys. Not too many, because there's way too many, but I follow a few, and it's good to read them every morning, every day. But also a lot of, like, in my industry, I'm a manufacturer. I'm not so much a knife maker. I do make knives, but I consider myself more of a machinist who makes knives. So I follow a lot of machinists on Instagram, more so than knife makers. And the inspiration I get from them is like huge, because I see them make something and I'm just like, what? I want to be able to do that. So then I step up my game and I make whatever I'm making a little bit better, and I take little ideas from here and there. And now I've gotten this Moriseki machine that is top of the line. That's as good as pretty much anybody I'm following on Instagram, if not better than most. No offense. But, you know, their inspiration has gotten me to be here. I just read Isaac Newton has a quote that says, what is it? If I have seen the light or seen the future, it's only because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. And so for me, it's only because I've been inspired by so many people that I'm here today. You know, this internet. I'm so glad our generation is an internet generation, because if I had been me 50 years ago before the internet, I don't know what, it would have been a joke. The internet has just made me who I am today. I love it. You can learn anything. I mean, I'm a self-teacher. I want to learn myself. I don't sit in classrooms. It's not what I do. If you do, that's great. If you need that, that's awesome. Do whatever you need to do to learn as much as you can, but, you know, be the best version of yourself. So I don't know. I'm kind of struggling in my mind. I don't want to be this guy on YouTube that makes it's like the success motivator kind of guy. But on the other hand, I kind of do, because that's who I'm interested in right now. And I can share these messages that I'm learning and apply it to manufacturing and knife making, which most people don't do. You know, you look on YouTube and you see CNC machining videos, and it's usually just a shaky camera looking through the glass at a part that's bathed in coolant and you can't even see. You look at guys like my friend Jeremy Bout, who does the Edge Factor videos, Launch Point and all that. He is a leader, he's a presenter, he's a charismatic guy, we're good friends, and he can tell a story. Like, he calls himself a storyteller. And you watch his stuff and you're just like, oh my god, that is so awesome that you did that video and brought us along on that journey. Thank you for that, you know? So he's a bit of that motivational kind of leader guy, and he tends to get stories out of people that they wouldn't even tell their friends. And in a way, I want to be that guy that can spin a story and add helpful advice that can be applied to any business. Like, I know that I've converted machinists into knife collectors, and I've converted knife collectors into being machinists. Through my videos, I've convinced people to change their mind from, you have to make a knife this way with a bandsaw and with a grinder and there's no other way to make it, to, wait, if you use technology, this exponential technology that we're all granted with in this world, and you have a computer do what you tell it to do exactly, not always exactly, but that it can make things in a different way. And, you know, I've been criticized in the past, especially in the beginning of my knife making journey. There were guys that were just downright nasty about it. Oh, you're not a knife maker. I still get comments like that. There's no craft in that. There's no passion. There's no skill in what you do. Are you freaking kidding me? There is more skill in being a CNC machinist than there is in standing in front of a bandsaw and grinding a knife. No offense to those guys. I love them. There is absolute skill in that, but the computational skill in being a machinist, in being able to design and program and fixture and machine your part and then still assemble all the pieces to make a functional knife. There's more to it in being a CNC guy than just doing it by hand. I don't have the skill per se to do it by hand. Maybe it's just my mind that says there's a better way. And I totally respect the guys that do. And the handmade knives do have a lot more soul than a machine knife because they flow better and all that stuff. So I'm not knocking them whatsoever. It's different though. I mean, you have to open your mind to say there's more than one way to do anything. You know, why are you so stuck on just doing things the old way? You know, if everybody said, "Oh, cars are stupid," well, then nobody would have made cars. Like, this past 100 years wouldn't have happened. If the horses are fine, why do we need cars? You know, technology, you have to embrace technology because it's taking us to the next place and you literally cannot avoid it. Obviously, keep your history, keep your remembering of the past and all that stuff, but I don't know, totally rambling here. 29 minutes already. My camera's been on no battery this whole time. It's gonna cut out on me soon, but it's nice to talk like this. I don't get to talk like this too much, with nobody talking back to me and interrupting my flow. And as you can probably tell, my flow is like, I don't jump from thing to thing, but I flow from thing to thing, from topic to topic, and I like to talk about a lot of things, and my mind just kind of like merges and fades from one thing to the next. So I mean, if you listed out every topic that I went on, you'd probably see that they're just like flowing across. I don't know. Maybe I need to get better about staying on a topic, or maybe I need to embrace who I am inside and embrace this flow, but, you know, tighten it up, fine tune it in a way that makes more sense. I don't know if this didn't make sense, but maybe it did. It made sense in my mind because that's just the way I think. But anyway, 30 minutes right there. I'm gonna cut it off. I do want to do more of these. I biked to work the other day, which was awesome. You know, it's an 8-minute drive, and I got there in 16 minutes on my bike, which was pretty awesome. Coming back was not as fun because there's this huge hill, which was fun to go down, not so fun to come up. But anyway, my biking time is a good thinking time, and maybe if I get this is a GoPro right here, maybe if I get one of those helmet cams, then I can talk and think at the same time while I'm biking. But I do want to do more of these videos because I want you guys to get to know me more in here, and I want to be able to share all the stuff, all the amazing, impactful things that I'm learning and reading, so that I can give you guys kind of jump starting points, so that you don't have to spend the years and years and years that I did getting here. You know, if I can jump start you guys, or take you from my starting point to my now in any certain activity, that will save you an insane amount of time in your journey, whatever it is. I mean, I've met a lot of my followers on YouTube going to knife shows, and even just walking around town. I've had guys come up to me and say hi, and I'm like, hi. And they're like, yeah, I've seen you on YouTube. What? So I've met a lot of guys, and it's surprising the cross-section of people that actually watch my stuff. Like one guy, and I know you're watching this, I won't say your name, but he owns a lingerie store, and I've met him. He bought a knife from me in person, and really, really awesome guy. I like hanging out with him, and you're welcome back to the shop anytime. But it's like totally different market. Like, he's not a manufacturer, he's not a knife collector. He bought a knife because he watches my videos and thinks they're awesome. And talking with him, it's like a totally different perspective. But on the other hand, he is still a business owner, and we had a lot in common business-wise, because of business is business, you know? So it's really fun to connect with people and interact with them. And a lot of people just think that what they see on the internet is fact and the only fact, but there's a lot more to people than what they show, than what, you know, there's a lot more to me than what I say online. But I think doing monologue videos like this, as 32.5 minutes long as they are, if you want it, it gives you a better insight into who I am and what's on my mind and where I want to take my life and this world. And I don't know, I do notice that I'm starting to develop quite a little following here, and I want to cultivate it to being something awesome, because I don't know, I think life is awesome. I think the opportunities we're all given and we squander are a complete waste of time, but I want us to be awesome. So let's all be awesome together. Please leave a comment. What did I say? If you want me to talk about something or show a specific machining process or whatever like that. Obviously, a lot of you guys want to see videos of the Mori. Don't worry, they are coming. Lots more Tormac videos to come. As I said, I've got a lot of edited videos that are coming up. I'm going to throw a bunch up today, hopefully. And stay tuned, have fun, be positive, be happy, live an awesome life. And I don't know, I'm out. Thanks guys, 33.5 minutes. Thanks for watching. Bye.